technologies, transforming pipeline security, and strategic countermeasures and best practices, as well. Talk a little bit about the role of regulation from this point of emerging risk, traditional regulation, and we look at the future. We do a future outlook. From the conversation, which was a very largely by automation and transition to cleaner fuels, as well as driven by emerging technology. So there is a certain smartness that has come in the pipeline space. Also comes vulnerabilities, and these vulnerabilities are more dangerous than the ones that those who carry pipeline cutters carry today in the physical world. So we go to understanding pipeline infrastructure in the modern era. It was a very rich conversation that was held. Pipelines today are smarter. Pipelines rely on national technology such as SCADA, the supervisory control, data acquisition, sensors, automated valves, remote terminal units, and control flows, pressure monitors, and safety operations. A lot has been integrated, bringing in by emerging technologies in artificial intelligence and improvements in cyber physical systems. So why pipeline security is critical? I won't answer that because as professionals in the pipeline sector, you already know the answer. So let's look at the evolving threat. As I mentioned earlier, today's risk is beyond the man who's carrying a cutter and going to saw at a pipeline. The risk today is digital. A lot of automation in the energy space, a lot of automation in the critical national infrastructure space, and a lot of automation in the pipeline space. So the new actors today are not the guy hiding in the bush. They are cyber criminals, they are hacktivists, and they are exploiting remote connectivity. We have insider threats, we have sophisticated employees today who are compromising the system because the OT industry from a cybersecurity point of view is not very mature to look at some of the vulnerabilities. And then we have the very sophisticated state-sponsored attack. So you're not contending with an individual today, you're contending with very powerful nations that even your enterprise capacity cannot stand. So this we try to classify this on the physical threats we currently deal with, and then cyber threats like the ransomware attack, technology, where you have coordinated cyber physical attacks. All right, so global lessons. The number one case study which we look at is one you already know, which is the colonial pipelines. We woke up one day to see fuel queues largely in the east coast of the United States. I think over 40% of the pipeline operations was shut down, which happened within the period of 2015 to 2017, happened successively in Ukraine. And two of the very prominent are also malware attacks targeting ICS and cyber physical systems, as well as NotPayer, which also is a dangerous malware. Also the one in Saudi Arabia, which we all know, the Triton malware, also attacking cyber physical systems. So each of these events demonstrates this common truth, and that truth is that security is no longer purely a physical or engineering challenge, it's a national imperative. So the question is, should Nigeria systems and old pipelines and all that? But definitely with the policies which have been reeled out, we're gradually, applying a lot of digital transformation, and we'll gradually get there. But should we wait until we get there before we're prepared? We're talking about artificial intelligence today. A lot of persons think it started today. Artificial intelligence has been around for decades. I mean for decades before I got into university. It is the nations who took the step to get in, plunge in, and do a lot of research that are now the ones dictating the pace, and we're only just running all over the place. We have to step in now, and that's why I'm happy that this kind of conference is happening. So I'll give you two reasons or two statistics showing that we have every reason to be concerned. There has been reported attacks at the energy, in a lot of SCADA, targeting SCADA in the energy sector. Also, a report by Kaspersky showed that 38.7 and ICS systems in the energy sector have been targeted and attacked in Nigeria. And that's a very disturbing statistics. So we look at the emerging technologies in pipeline monitoring, blockchain and IoT, which has aided secure tamper-proof monitoring, drone and services as well. So what are the emerging opportunities? What are the opportunities and risks? Industrial Internet of Things, opportunity, real-time monitoring, leak detection, predictive maintenance. What are the new risks? Vulnerable endpoints can be exploited. In technical terms, we call that an increased attack surface. The more you have all of these technologies, the more the attack surface widens. The more the attack surface widens, the more the propensity of an attack and the more the likelihood of the successive data, and it needs to be processed. We're also having things such as edge computing because of the fact that if you have to transmit all the way to the cloud, on areas. And in terms of the new risk in that area, pipeline inspection and rapid response is an opportunity in that space. In terms of the risk, GIS spoofing and hijacking of autonomous systems. And I did a drone forensic project investigating a drone recently, and you'll be amazed at the things which could be done to a drone in operations. Also include ransomware targeting OT, data-driven sabotage, supply chain attacks, insider collusion, and nation